Okay, so we are going to start the build of our hot wire 4-axis CNC cutter. We'll start the build by assembling the x-axis first. To start the x-axis build, you will need the x-axis base plate, the two sides, the motor mount, and the small side support. So we will not use glue at this point. We will do a dry fit of all the components, and thereafter, once everything is finalized, we will apply glue. So before we start, you can punch out all the laser cut parts, small parts which are inside. You can punch out with a screwdriver or with any sharp object to remove the part inside. So let us start the build. First, we will insert the sides, the x-axis sides, aligning the notch carefully into the base plate. You can use a small hammer to tap it. Do it very gently. The parts are very precisely cut, and they will fit with a perfect. They'll fit perfectly. The motor mount goes on one side, and the side support, the small side support, goes on the other side. The parts again are a very tight fit. Use a little patience, and they'll lock in perfectly. Again, I would repeat, do not use glue at this point until and unless everything is finalized, because there may be times where you may need to remove some parts during the build. So the X assembly, the X base is coming together. Okay, just press everything in place. Use a small hammer. Very gently. Do not break, so as to not break any notches. In a CNC, getting rid of the play is very important. Therefore, we want to keep all the parts as tightly fit as possible. Okay, so now our x-axis base is set up. Now we'll move on to install the side bearings, the drawers. Okay, now that our x-axis base is complete, we'll start the installation of the drawer slides, the linear slides. So before we install the linear slides, you will need to remove the one side of the linear slide. There's a lock on the slide which will need to be pressed and taken out. So you take out the one part of the slide, and then you install the one slide on each of the sides. Okay, I think we need a different angle, so I'll just come around and showcase. So we are now installing the slides. This yellow part here of the slide needs to be aligned with the motor mount here. So there's a hole here on the x-axis base which will line up with the slide. So again, the motor mount and the orange has to match up, the orange part here. Okay, so we'll start using the wood screws. These are the wood screws which will be installed on all the holes which match up. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, let me see, there's 4, and there's 5. I think there are 5 screws that will need to be put. So one by one we'll install all of these screws. So we are now installing these wood screws in each of these 5 holes. Use a flat screwdriver to tighten these screws. Make sure they are all tight and flush with the linear slide face. Okay, we have just finished tightening all the wood screws on the linear slide. Again, I'll repeat, the orange part has to be aligned with the motor mount, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Total 6 wood screws have to be installed on the linear slide. Now we will repeat the same thing on the other side of the x-axis. So this is the side. We'll take another linear slide. Orange part has to go towards the motor mount. We'll first take this slide part out. There's a lock there. Lock has to be pressed and taken out. And orange part aligned with the motor mount, and then the 6 screws have to be wood screws, have to be tightened. Wood screws have to be tightened on all the holes which match up. So we'll tighten these screws and then come back and proceed. Okay, so now we will do a very critical part of the x-axis installation, and that is the setup of the double nut assembly. In the double nut assembly, you will need these 4 parts. One engraved part with the hole on the right, one MDF part here, one MDF part here, and one MDF with the part with the engraving with the hole on the left side here. So these 4 parts will be needed. The first step we will do is install the nut. Install the 8 mm nut. Gentle tap with the hammer, aligning it with the hex pattern made on the double nut assembly. We'll do it with the second nut. The double nut assembly basically helps reducing the backlash which is there if a single nut is used. Okay. Okay. After the nut is installed, again we will not use any glue at this stage. We'll apply glue after the assembly is set up. Okay. So after this, now we will thread these on the threaded rod to simulate. So first this part will go. The engraving has to be kept towards the nut. This is the engraved part. Then thread one nut assembly onto it. Okay, so the engraved part here has gone. Now the first bolt is going. Now the second, after this we will install the second bolt. Again no glue is used. Tighten the second bolt onto the first, not very tight, but just one tightening before it is tightened. So if it is like this, just loosen it to this point. This will be enough. So again I will show you once more. Open this please. Okay, so as we are tightening the second bolt, now tighten it. So you don't have to full tighten it. Full tighten will make it immovable. So loosen it after one tightening. After that install the second engraving. So we will basically put in glue here. क्या
सही रहेगी, इसको सेट कर लेते ना, वीडियो दिखाएंगे.
Okay, now that we have completed the installation of the linear slides, the broad slides on the side of the x-axis, we will start building the carriage for the x-axis. To start with that, we will take the assembled x or z axis double nut assembly. This is a laminated 4 piece system which has 2 nuts inside it to avoid backlash. The threaded rod will run through these nuts. There is a hole here with a 3 mm M3 nut on one side. This will be used for the limit switch. Now we will keep this to the left of the assembly. So what we will do is, we will take the carriage. This is the carriage with the X written on it. So the carriage will be like this. the hole will go in like this. So this will be installed from inside. So what we will do is we will take it, reverse it, we will take it, we will put it, match it on the, and tap it gently to tighten it. So once this is done, this forms the carriage for the x-axis. Now we will install the sides. These are the two sides, 1 and 2. We will install the linear slide parts which we had taken out earlier. Now they will be installed here with 4 mm bolts. The bolt will go, note how we are installing it. We are using this drawer slide part, and the bolt will be put in from here and nut tightened from the other side. The 4 mm nuts will be used and bolts will be used. These are 15 mm bolts. The nut is installed from the other side. Note, we will make 2 of these for the x-axis. One will be put on this side, one will be put on the other side. So remember to make 2 different sides, not to make 2 of the same side. So on one side we will put it like this, and on the other side we will install it from this side. Yeah, from this side. So we are just doing a dry fit first, and then we will tighten it. And these are tightened on one side of the linear slide. So this is one end of the linear slide. We are tightening it with 15 mm M4 bolts with nuts. So now once this is installed, we are going to tighten it fully with a wrench. This has to be very tight to avoid any play in the system. Use the Allen key and the wrench to full tighten it. Okay. Okay, so we have just finished tightening the linear slide parts onto the 2 sides of the carriage, and note that the bolts that we have tightened, the head is on the inside and the nut is on the outside, and likewise of the other side, the head is on the inside and the nuts are on the outside. So now so the whole assembly is looking like this. One for one side, one for this side. This is the carriage. Now the first thing that we'll do is we'll put some glue here to secure this nut assembly. So this is the first place in the whole build we are using glue, because this will become inaccessible once it goes inside. So this is a very critical joint. Use good amount of glue to glue this here. Now the X assembly, once this is put, this hole here, small hole, has to be kept on the left side. So now what we will do is we will put in the linear slide from one side. Yeah, okay. So the X carriage will be plugged in. We can also use glue to secure it. We can use glue to secure this also at this stage. Make sure it is fully tightened. Use a small hammer. there's one more part to this carriage assembly, which is the top part of the motor mount. The y-axis plugs in through here, so this can also be installed, and again the hammer used to fit in the notches. Be sure all the notches fit in tight and fully fit in, because once you put in glue, you will not be able to take it apart. Glue. Hold it tight while putting glue, because this should not be loose. More glue on this side. Some from the inside also. To secure the carriage. Top also can be put at this stage. This top will also be put now. And glued in. So this completes the X carriage assembly, X-axis carriage assembly. Note now that we'll go and install this into the drawer slides, into the X base that we had prepared earlier. To install this, however, first of all, the end support has to be removed. So we'll remove it. Since the notches are tight, gently pull up the sides. That is why we did not use glue in the first place. To take the side off. Do not fit in completely, because that will have to be put again. Okay. Now the drawer assembly, the X-axis carriage assembly will be slided onto this. This will go down more. Take your time on this, because this has to be precise. Both sides slide in. Make sure it goes in smoothly, goes in all the way to the end. And this will be now free. Now we will put in back the end support and use a hammer to tap in the slides so that they go back fully into the notches. We have still not used any glue. If you feel at this stage all of the sides can be glued in, but we'll still keep it aside for later. The gluing can be done later. So this completes the X-axis assembly, which has the carriage, which has the base, the two slides, and this is now freely moving on the axis. Okay, after finishing the carriage assembly of the x-axis. Now we will do the installation of limit switch. To do the limit switch installation, we need a limit switch base, a switch, 2 wood screws, 135 mm M3 nut, bolt, and a nut. So what we will do is first we will screw in the limit switch. Using the Phillips head wood screws. Okay, now this assembly is installed onto the x-axis, so aligned so that the back side matches the line etched onto the x-axis, and this will be glued in place here. So the back of the switch is aligned with the line etched onto the x-axis. Now after this we will put the nut, the bolt onto the X carriage. This will be used as the limit to trigger the switch. The nut is put onto the bolt and threaded inside the carriage into the small hole which is there. I'll show you once this is set up. Okay, so the limit switch installation for the x-axis. Note when this comes, this presses the switch. Okay. The last thing on the x-axis to be done is the installation of the threaded rod. So we'll use the long threaded rod to install, to put in from that side and thread it into the this is threaded in. So once we'll have the electronics, we'll put in the motor here. The NEMA 17 motor will be installed here. Then a helical coupler will connect the motor shaft to this threaded rod as it is coming here. The threaded rod may be a little tight, but that is good because that removes the that makes sure there's no backlash, and we'll be putting in some grease later on to smoothen it up. Okay, so the threaded rod is also now in place. This completes the x-axis assembly, and now we'll put this aside and we'll start with the y-axis.